Today we're going to reread this book.
Hi everyone! So we have read this book 2 times so far, so I think you guys already know this title, right? So what's the title of this book? Tell your partner, or tell whoever's next to you, what's going to happen as you look at the book cover, the cover picture right now. So what's going to happen here? Alrighty, let's go ahead and start reading our book. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried, "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" So you guys remember the word edge again? So where is Chester right now? He's standing where? At the edge of the forest. Good job, guys. So why is Chester crying? Chester is crying because, go ahead and think about it. Why is Chester crying? Go ahead and take this moment to answer that question. Why is Chester crying? Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start." Do you guys remember the word gently? What does that mean? The word gently was softly, right? So how does Chester's mom talk to him? She talked to him very gently, right? Kind of like gently like a feather or softly as a feather. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move to the next page. What does mom tell Chester he'll do at school? Do you remember? What do you think his mom tell him that he'll do at school? What are some of the things that you think he'll do at school? That's right. This is what she said. "You'll make new friends and play with your new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. Besides," she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." Yeah, so then we're seeing here that mom told him that he'll have new friends, he'll play with new toys, and read a bunch of new books, right? And he'll get to swing on new swings. So that's what mom told Chester he'll do at school. So he'll have a lot of fun when he goes to school. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand." "The kissing hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" Do you guys remember? Tell me all you guys know about the kissing hand. What is it for, and how does it work? What was that kissing hand again? Go ahead and take this moment to answer that question. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to the next page. "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand and up his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. So the word palm, do you guys remember that? So where did Chester's mom kiss him? Where did she kiss him? Do you guys remember? Yep, inside of his palm, right there. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you,' and that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty warm thoughts." Do you guys remember the word lonely when you're by yourself right there? How might Chester feel when he needs to use a kissing hand? Yep. He'll use it when he starts feeling lonely, right? Good job, guys. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now, do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry. When you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." So describe Chester's mom. How would you describe her? What is she like? Chester's mom is because Go ahead and take this moment to answer that question. Describe Chester's mom. What is she like? Chester's mom is because When you're ready, we can go ahead and move to the next page. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. "Now you have a kissing hand too," he told her, and with a gentle goodbye and "I love you," Chester turned and danced away. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter school, and as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. "Chester loves you," it sang. "Chester loves you." Do you guys remember the word scamper? So how did Chester move? What did he do? He scampered, right? So he's running really fast. So when does Chester go to school? Taking a look at this page, when do you think he goes to school? And why does he go to school at night? Why do you think he goes to school at night, though? That's a tricky question. Go ahead and take this moment to answer that question. Once you're ready, you guys can move on. So here you guys can see all of his classmates are there up in a tree, learning. And inside the poem it says, "I love you." After we finish reading, we're going to answer this question, okay? Has your mom ever given you anything to help you stop crying? What did your mom do to help you? So here's a sentence you guys can use to explain your thinking. When I was upset, my mom would, Go ahead and take this moment and think about it. Think, what did your mom do for you when you were upset? And here's a sentence you guys can use to explain your thinking. When I was upset, my mom would, Alrighty guys, good job.